Hey guys, welcome to week 6 of the PDL, the Pokemon Draft League, where we are still in our undefeated train and hopefully able to keep that up this week. We are playing the Mo Wild Mega Mawiles, the 3-time PDL champion. Though we are the incumbent champion, I actually didn't wind up playing in playoffs of last season because he had to drop out partway through due to other commitments. Though I did beat him on the regular season before then. He did beat me in the PDL Season 3 finals, so certainly a well contested match between myself and my opponent. Here we have a pretty terrifying matchup. His team is Salamence, Tangrowth, Scolipede, Zeraora, Rotom, Heat, Nidoking, Slurpuff, Uxie, Noivern, Blastoise, Healisk, and Hitmonlee with the Electrium Z. Electrium Z obviously being able to be used for stab by Zeraora, Rotom, Heat, and Heliolisk, but I do believe that Uxie at Salamence get coverage for it, as well as the Nidoking, though the Nidoking doesn't normally benefit from running a Z move over just running a Life Orb with a sheer Force boost. At least not significantly so. And Hitmonlee might get an electric move, though I'm not entirely sure. I suppose we'll see what comes, eh? So here we have one of the most consistent win cons against this team is the Choice Band Terrakion. Stonehenge and Rock Slide, learning from my mistake last time I brought it with not having enough rock moves, enough power points to be able to sweep. Stonehenge and Rock Slide just goes through the entire team. Stonehenge in close combat, I mean. His rock resists are Nidoking and Hitmonlee, both of which are 2-hit KO'd by close combat. I believe Hitmonlee is 1-hit KO'd by Choice Banded close combat from Terrakion. Yeah, more than 1-hit KO'd by a Choice Banded close combat from Terrakion. So, I'm pretty confident this is going to be a fairly reliable win condition. This particular calc is a little bit of a concern, but it's not a concern if I have Stealth Rock up. So another one of my more defensive Pokemon is max HP, Dark Pulse Flash Cannon with the Metronome, so that I can boost up if I am able to wind up Dark Pulse spamming in the late game. With Taunt and Roost. Taunt for to stop the Slurpuff from setting up on me specifically, but Taunt is also good against the Uxie, against the Taunt is good against the Uxie as well. And against the Hitmonlee, if the Hitmonlee is a setup set, I suppose. As well as Tangrowth if it's like a Rocky Helmet or Leftover set with Leech Seed. And then Dark Pulse and Flash Cannon. Dark Pulse hits everything on the team except for Hitmonlee and Slurpuff, and then Flash Cannon hits the Slurpuff. And Flash Cannon should do some damage to him. Not very much damage. That's not the right Hitmon. It does like chip, but Hitmonlee is very bulky as a Pokemon. So I can understand how that would be the situation. Very specially bulky specifically. 110 base special defense versus 53 base physical defense. Here we have a rock polished 3 attacks Landorus. Stone Edge and Earthquake are very strong against this team. He doesn't technically ever switch into Stone Edge and Earthquake. It's Stone Edge with Stab, because Tangrowth can take the Earthquakes fairly well, but as well as then eat the Stone Edges due to its very high physical defense, which is why I have the Sludge Bomb to prey on Tangrowth's weaker special defense, though it does also come off of Landorus' own weaker special attack, which I do have a negative nature for, but at +2 off the rocks against a physically defensive variant should be still able to go. With max HP, I've got enough bulk that I should be able to rock polish up on a Zeraora, and I've got enough speed that I'm faster than a Choice Scarf Heliolisk. So hopefully this combination will come out and maybe be enough to surprise and get an upper hand on my opponent early game. or perhaps win in the late game, either or. I'm not entirely sure which way the game will end up going. Here I have Assault Vest, Thunderous Therian. It's pretty hard to check all of his electric types, I won't lie. So Volt Twitch, Sludge Bomb, Psychic, Hidden Power Flying. Hidden Power Flying is just stab. I don't really know what else I wanted here. I could, I guess, go for like Hidden Power Ice. But Sludge Bomb hits Slurp Buff, as well as it's basically going to be effectively my stab move against the Zero Aura. And then Psychic, also going to basically be a stab move against the Zero Aura, but Psychic hits the Nidoking. Max HP, max speed, and then 16 attack, special attack modest, because I couldn't really do much more with the EVs in terms of just getting as much as I could out of them, so that was what I wound up going with. Tornadus Therian, faster defensive set, Hurricane, Icy Wind, Defog, because he does have the spikes, and the Toxic Spikes with Scolipede, Toxic Spikes and the Rocks with Nidoking, Webs with Slurpuff, and Stealth Rock with Uxie. Icy Wind is good, so if he has Dragon Dance with the Salamence, and then I live because of my investments, he'll be slower than me the turn after. Icy Wind is good for any of his speed control generally. It'll also slow down the Zero Aura or the Noivern if they stay in on me, if they switch in on me and I predict them, I can click the Icy Wind so that I can get a U-turn out on them and just help wear them down, which is, a pretty solid plan. Then here we have last mon, the Seismitoad, which is a more specially defensive mon for the team. I know we already have the Thunderous Therian, but we've got the more physically defensive Tornadus, and then the more specially defensive one. Toxic is good against a lot of the team. Earthquake, Rock Slide, again, hits a lot of the team except for Tangrowth. Toxic is good for the Tangrowth. Stealth Rock is good for wearing down the rest of his team. I kind of anticipate him to play a pretty switch-heavy game, so I think Stealth Rock will be pretty important for punishing it, as well as the Regenerator on Tornadus Therian helps me basically win the fairly switch-heavy game. But I suppose we'll see how the game winds up going. I just send him the challenge now. That's not the right one. Alright, challenge sent. I'm pretty hyped to see how this game does go. Generally, when I play Gage, I have pretty good matches. Sometimes they come down to Alright, so Rotom Heat came, which is good, because I brought Stealth Rock on, like, literally everything for it. Is there anything I'm particularly concerned about? Noivern is very fast. Zero Aura is very fast. These two Pokemon outspeed my entire draft, so it's not too surprising that he brought them. He didn't bring Hitmonlee, which is fine. He didn't bring Nidoking. Okay, kind of wish I'd run speed for Rotom Heat on some things, but it was like 3 more speed. Okay, the Seismitoad has a bad lead matchup against Tangrowth. I think I have to lead Seismitoad anyway. Yeah. And then I go for Rocks turn 1. As I anticipate he will either go for like a Specs Draco, which could be pretty gross. Yeah, or he goes hard into Tangrowth. Then on the Tangrowth, I can go hard into Tornadus Therian. Hopefully he doesn't click Sleep Powder. He clicks Sleep Powder. It's a pain. I need to burn off a sleep turn. And now I'm going to go back into Seismitoad. Here's Thunderous. No, I'm going to go into Thunderous. Work up. Yikes. Zero Aura. +1 attack. Does a pretty significant chunk of damage. I need to get a Sludge Bomb Poison here. Hopefully he's Plasma Fist, Close Combat, Grass Knot. and doesn't have knockoff. Plasma Fist obviously lets him hit the Hydreigon, Grass Knot lets him hit the Seismitoad. Hopefully I wall him. Or that is also does work. And I'll take the crit as well. What is the Sludge Bomb switch in? He doesn't have a Sludge Bomb resist, so I will Sludge Bomb here. Again. Luckily he is hidden by ice, like a nerd. What's my specialty? Alright, free Volt Switch. I can't believe he's running Bright Powder. He is running Bright Powder. Savage. Oh god. What's my play? That's actually really bad. Because Tornadus is asleep as well. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb here. Okay, he stayed in. Future Sight. Alright, so next turn I have a regular turn, but the turn after... we go Tornadus. That's bad. Future Sight Memento, that's a pretty interesting combination. The Bright Powder certainly paid dividends. Jeez. Well, I can check Zeraora with my Quick Attack. Tornadus Therian. Salamence. Yeah, 33. Pretty standard. He's a +1 attack now, so he should be able to kill me. But he doesn't have Z-Fly, so he can't actually Z-Fly me. He only has Electric Z. Z-Hurricane might kill, but Icy Wind is more reliable in terms of keeping his speed down. Alright, everything kills me. Well, he was Life Orb. I think my play here is Terrakion. No. Seismitoad. Okay, he did not... I don't know what my play was against Tangrowth. Alright, I'm gonna stay in and let Seismitoad take the sleep. Yeah, it should be faster. Hopefully he doesn't actually attack. Alright, I'm gonna go into Hydreigon. Was really hoping I would not be coming in on that. Alright. I'm gonna taunt here. Oh god, he has Infestation. That's fine, I can roost them off. It's fine because I am a roost set. Otherwise it would be very bad. Okay, so I'm taking a pretty significant chunk of damage. What, 24%? 12%? Okay. I don't know what he's trying to do here, but I'm gonna go Thunderous. He did not Volt Switch. Well, I'm gonna Sludge Bomb here, because it is strong. Against, like, everyone. Alright. I think that was a trade I was willing to make. Um, I think I have the advantage right now because I've put him on a timer. I've taken damage on him. The real risk is Noivern. Now, I did... How much was Sludge Bomb? 41%, so it does not look like he is bulky. Which means... Then... What does it mean for me? Not a whole lot, really. What this means is that only Zeraora looks like he can actually boost my weakness policy, and I probably don't want him to attack me. 45 to 53, so that's not enough to kill. I don't believe that he is faster than me. Oh, he might be. I never got to defog. Does Taraki in close combat kill? I should probably click Stone Edge anyway. How much does close combat do to Noivern? Yeah, Taraki in close combat's the play, because then I can't miss. That is stronger. Well, he found out I'm choice banded, but he was gonna find out that I was choice banded somehow. Okay. My Hydreigon is my best answer to the Tangrowth, as well as it's okay against the Rotom Heat now that it's going to be taking the extra ton of rocks. I don't think that I actually need Landorus for anything specifically, so I'm going to send out Landorus and let it take the fall. I could go Seismitoad. It's asleep and not really doing anything. I'm going to go Seismitoad. Oh yeah, Landorus is technically still useful. Oh, you went hard. You went hard Tangrowth. Yeah, I didn't even burn to sleep turn yet. I'm just gonna let him kill this, honestly. And who knows, maybe I get some Rock Slide flinches, help chip down the Tangrowth. I did not get any Rock Slide flinches. Let me actually just calc that damage quickly, because I just realized I haven't calced to see whether he's more physically or specially defensive. Okay, it's looking like a I don't know situation. Okay, no, we know he's specially defensive. How much does... Actually, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have let it, I'm gonna Dark Pulse here, hoping he predicts my taunt and goes out into not this Pokemon. Actually, no, I'm gonna taunt. Leech Seed is the only, like, if he sleeps me, that's bad. If he Leech Seeds me, that's bad. Otherwise, if he switches out to anything, that's not actually a problem for me. So now this Pokemon can't get any heals. And I can sack Landorus. And then after that, I should be able to win just with Hydreigon and Terrakion. He can't defog, which is Dragon Pulse. I don't suppose my Lander. I think we figured out he was bulky and Noivern, right? If we just go back to Terrakion, and then we look at Noivern. Close combat did 51%, which does confirm that he is a bulkier Noivern variant. So what does my Landorus do? 19 to 22. So Sludge Bomb here does kill. So I'm going to go for Sludge Bomb here. Clearly, I'm calculating something wrong. If he roosts, that could be bad. No. Maybe I should Earthquake? I'm gonna Rock Polish here. If he kills me, because he's faster than me, so he just can, then that's fine. Surely he's in range of Quick Attack from Terrakion, right? Yeah, 21 to 24. This is actually bad. The game comes down to dodging sleep pattern, basically. No, it comes down to playing around the Tangrowth's sleep turns. I really need a roost off. So I need to get a roost off. If he gets Leech Seed and Infestation off on me, it's bad. I really need to get a roost off. I need to wake up and roost. Okay, I got a roost off. I dodged Leech Seed as well, which is great. So I'm gonna go for the Taunt here. I have outs versus everything. Honestly, I can roost on this. I think he might even be faster. I'm gonna Dark Pulse. Just because I can roost on it doesn't mean that I should. Kind of wish I still have Thunderous around. I've in a pretty good position. His entire team is not doing well. How much does Terrakion take from Tangrowth's Giga Drain? 6. It does no longer look specially defensive. I mean, obviously it's not Assault Vest, but yeah. Yeah. Well, something dies. I don't think he picked the right something. I believe both of his Pokemon are in range of Quick Attack from Terrakion. I don't think he should have sacked his Tangrowth there, ever. I think it was his only win con. And I don't think it was a particularly good one. So, Quick Attack from Terrakion just wins here. It definitely does 5% to roll. I'm not even going to bother calculating it. This was a really close game. That Bright Powder Uxie was a bit threatening. I'm glad I had my positioning right with the Tornadus to prevent the Salamence from doing anything super problematic to me. Probably should have gone for the Z move on it, given that it was going to kill me if it stayed in. Bit late to look over that now. But yeah, this has been a pretty good game. Thanks to the Mo Wild Mega Mawiles coach for giving the good game. And I'm going to click the win button now. To not underrate the value of Quick Attack on Terrakion. I remember the first time I saw it was in PokeMMD's Mamoswine to the top, I believe. And just randomly, he was playing a Choice Band Quick Attack Terrakion, and it actually wound up like late game sweeping him. It was pretty funny. It was in like one of his mid episodes. But yeah, I think I played this game to my win con of Quick Attack Terrakion pretty well. That Quick Claw notification was a lie. It did not move first. Yeah, fun game. Fun game for sure. I I guess the two of us take item clause pretty differently. Like if you look at my build, my item clause tends to wind up with me using like metronome a lot, assault vest a lot. Um, like if we go and just look at my PDL teams. Right, that's not how that works. So if we look at all my PDL teams, they're like, oh yeah, Expo Belt, metronome, just metronome basically, berry. But then he's like, oh no, bright powder, quick attack. Yeah, man. That was a really fun game. Thanks to Gage for playing it, and hopefully you guys continue to enjoy our undefeated streak. A lot of 1-0 wins, but a lot of, I'd say, fairly safe 1-0 wins. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.